What's wrong with me and Jimmy? Y'all just got to ask the questions and we'll answer. Gee whiz.
For real.
Wade's ate sushi again. Not so
Wade,
much
Adam, Dennis,
and Gay Boy Chris.
and Big Boy are at SEMA. So if you're out at SEMA and you see him out, tell him hey.
Nice.
I still think that we should send like a escort or something and say it's for Chris. Still no questions?
Nope, no friends.
This is terrible.
This is tough.
What do you want to talk about? Got at least making interesting.
All right, let's go. What do we want to talk about?
Well, you want to talk about? Hannah, give us a topic. We'll talk about that. Anything?
Cubs game.
Cubs game. JT, did you watch it?
Not at all. Man.
I watched the CMA Wars. But I did catch up with everybody on the game, so the Cubs won.
Yeah.
From what I hear.
From here.
I was straight daddy duty last night with two of them my first time myself. So,
Oh yeah, pretty rough.
Nah, that's pretty easy.
Was it?
Knock on wood, it went smooth anyhow.
I'll get it for you too.
So round 2 tonight. Just waiting for some basketball and football this weekend. What's new here we can talk about on trucks?
All those kids we got up on the site.
Somewhere.
I don't know what the correct way to wear this thing
You
is.
got it.
You sure?
Yeah, you got it.
Mucho
It's all
caliente.
you. Here you go. What's the winner? Looks
It's a
great.
wiener.
Nothing? Come on, somebody. At least give us a call.
Anybody, man.
Help us start this day off. It's been, I guess after all the shirts we sold Monday, it's been kind of a slow week, so nobody wants to talk to us anyhow.
It says we're live with like 50 people though.
And apparently nobody likes y'all. They all want
No,
Is that what everybody said?
No.
we did okay last week.
I thought we were. Where's Wade? Thanks a lot, Jason. Or Justin. That's Justin.
Justin.
Excuse me, Justin.
Sorry, Justin. He doesn't look much. He doesn't get out or anything.
He doesn't get out. Who's got the faster truck?
He's got the faster truck. Totally JT.
Not even gonna.
Not even gonna test
Oh,
that.
here we go. We got Kentucky.
Oh dear.
Oh shit! I hit
Did
the
you hung
voicemail.
up?
I hit the voicemail. Sorry, my bad.
Call back. We're sorry.
Call back. Sorry about that. I don't have phone manager up, so I can't call.
You can pull it up. There we go.
What's going on, buddy?
Hey, what's up, man?
No, not a whole lot. What you got going
What's you
on?
live?
I got you, man. What's going on today?
Not much, man. I called that. See if you want to make a little deal.
All right, what you got?
If I get 1,500 likes on my page and 1,000 comments, you give me a free set of injectors.
No, can't do it.
Well, what can you do?
Probably do like a T-shirt or something.
You have a lot of comments and likes for a T-shirt.
Yeah. I don't know what we do there, man. That takes up in Adam's department. Adam's he's out at SEMA this year. He's out there right now.
All right. Well, I didn't say call to talk to y'all, so I just figured I'd call.
I hear you, man.
All right, thank you.
See you, bud.
Did he say Wade?
Yeah, Wade.
Well, at least he's right now. He's in the winter. I guess he gets
Yeah.
a free shirt or hoodie. Anyway, he's first caller. So
First caller.
good question.
Zach wants to know how it's going.
Who?
All right, let's just bust out, man. Let's just talk about something. Let's get in the rhythm.
Zach one? Who's Zach?
Oh.
You want to talk about some trainees? What good trainees are out there? We'll get some transmissions. I don't know if he's ever talked about transmissions on here, but
For what truck?
let's go 06 Common Rail.
06 Common Rail?
06 Common Rail. Looking for daily driving, maybe towing, 650, 700 horsepower. What's a good setup there? You
Probably
think?
go with the Suncoast setup for sure.
Suncoast, okay. Billet internals.
Depends on what you're gonna do. You said towing setup?
Towing, yeah, towing,
setup?
yeah.
Probably do a billet input.
So going billet input.
Billet input, if he's really going to be working it, I don't know that I'd go fully like through it with billets with intermediate and output. I mean, if he was going to like straight tow rig and like maybe sled pull on the weekends, probably. But
Flex plate, stock flex plate.
no, absolutely not. Go billet flex plate all day long.
Triple disc. What kind of stall?
Stall wise, I don't really know. What do you think? 2,000, 2,200?
Yeah,
Somewhere in that ballpark.
right through
to set
there.
up?
Be a good one. Anyhow.
Again, every truck's different, man. The setup's different, so I mean, it could go from anywhere on that.
We got anything yet?
No.
Come on, I'm trying
How
hard.
do you think Hannah's looking at the thing?
I am looking at the thing.
Hunter Maines said hi. So, getting back to Hunter Maines here, this old boy, one of my good friends, really dearly, truly in life. He's a bit of a shy character out there on the streets, as far as with the women. He works here. What's his extension?
It's 251.
251. If you're a single lady out there and you're out for a good time, Hunter Maines, definitely the way to go.
I got a question, boys.
All right, go.
Thank you.
If I delete my 15 Cummins and run EFI Live with trans tune and 4-inch socks with CAI, do I need to upgrade my trans, fuel, and install heads? It's just a daily driver and people's little trailer.
Go.
Well, it just depends. If he goes with training tuning with EFI Live, it just kind of depends on, what tunes he's running, who's it from, how big the tunes are, and everything. And if there's anything else done to the truck just besides EFI Live exhaust, upgraded fuel system yet, and that's really when you're going to dig into more of looking, do I need to build transmission, or even if you wanted to jump into it, the newer transmissions on these trucks are holding up pretty good. If you do, something like a co-pilot, and a good torque converter, seems to hold real well with that power with, trans tunes.
I agree, 100%.
So we'll go with that one first.
And as far as like he has had about head studs too.
Yeah.
Yeah, head studs for sure, especially depending on the tunes that are running.
Well, if he's towing a lot, going to use the exhaust brake. Going to build up a lot of back pressure there. So studs are definitely going to
head
help
studs.
before he, pops a gasket.
Because that's no bueno. Sombrero, no
Got
bueno.
him.
Got it. Any more questions?
Nope, that was it.
Dang.
Do we get something out for the best question of the day? Because right now, I guess we got one good caller.
Yeah,
and
we got one good
question.
caller. You can call in and speak with us, 859-355-9002. JT's taking the next call.
I wonder if we shared it on Twitter.
Share it on Twitter.
I
Mine
thought,
still hasn't came up and said Thoroughbred Diesel live.
I thought Twitter died out by now.
Like, in terms of being popular?
What do you mean? Yeah,
I feel like that was
Twitter's
so
done.
like high school, man.
Boys,
Twitter's done.
I don't think so. Twitter's still pretty popular. They didn't announce it on Twitter.
Well, share it on Twitter.
I'm not going to.
Do we have
66 people watching us, and we can't get nobody to call in. 62 people watching now. We can't get nobody to call in. 60 and ask any
All
questions.
right, shut up, man. You're dropping our people down.
We're up to 64.
We're back to
See, I
64.
brought them
All
back.
right, all
I
right,
had to say
cool.
something.
Just
63.
making sure.
We're going to have to figure out how Wade carries himself through this whole thing. Or maybe it's because Adam asked him questions
we got
and he
another
just...
question.
Thank
Well,
you.
Wade has questions on man.
We'll get to
We'll
his
get that
question.
after.
We're
All
going
right,
to
this is you,
Kansas.
bud.
What's going on, Kansas?
My name's Dylan.
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Dodge coming out. I'm kind of wondering, sure, all this talk about that EFI Live, wonder, is that out yet for those 5s?
So, no, EFI Live's not out for those 5s, but what they have now is you can use like the Edge CTS, the Insight 2, and you can do the Pro Series, and you can do the HP tuning that's going to be able to fall in that kind of category. You can also look at the Smarty, the SSR series, and kind of find somebody that does either, EFI Live tuning or some type of Smarty tuning there, and can kind of write you some custom tunes, and go that route too.
What would you guys suggest? I'm kind of looking just for a little more added horsepower, and I got a couple big friends with trucks, but not a whole lot.
What's all done to the truck?
I just got like a Paradox lift pump done to it, a bag of parts CP3 pump, and 90 horse industrial injector nozzles. Program right. Can't remember what it exactly is.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, if you're looking for, kind of custom tunes at the end of the day and you want to keep growing with the truck to make power and be like EFI Live, I'd definitely look at going with the HP tuning option. It's something that, we've looked into doing here as well and hoping that we can kind of move forward with it to offer for our guys from 03 to, 05 to help them grow as well, make that power that the 06, 07 guys in Common Rail can make out now. All right, you have any other questions we can help you with?
Well, I think that's about all I need to know. Just kind of looking at. I was always wondering about that because everyone was trying to tell me you could, but I didn't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, the HP tuners, man, I'd definitely look into that whenever you get some free time or downtime. And, just kind of read about it, what you think. If you got any questions, you're always more than welcome to call back here and we can talk to you about it and try to help you out as much as we can and go that route with that truck for sure.
With that kind of setup, would you suggest a training upgrade?
Man, it falls right back into like we were saying a minute ago. At the end of the day, it's kind of like a 1-2 punch. You just got to know where you want to be with the truck. If you're in goals, 650, on that truck definitely you're going to need a trans. But if you're no more wanting to maybe about 450, I mean, you might look at if your clutches are still good, you can look at a converter and some other stuff that might be able to hold with HP tunings. Can still do some transmission options as tunes too. So it just kind of all depends at the end goal, what horsepower you want to be at. But if you're going to be more than 450 on that truck and you're going to daily drive or doing towing, you're probably going to look at going with a transmission or a rebuild kit for sure.
Sweet. Thank you.
All right, man. Thank you.
Wade tried to call in there at one point, but
He'll be back. Don't worry. Wade will be
I'm
back.
sure
He
he'll be
always
back.
Wade
calls.
tried to call?
yeah, he tried to get in there real quick. but we
What was
couldn't
this
get
old
there.
boy's question? We didn't mean to cut him out when the phone rang.
Alright. Does an EGR delete / blood plate really help? 2012 Cummins.
So go ahead on this one.
As far as if you have all the deletes already done, I would highly recommend to go ahead and just do the EGR delete, because with having, depending on what tuning you're running, there's some tuning out there like with the old style H&S's or maybe even some EFI Live stuff where you can actually shut the function of the EGR valve down and do away with it that way. But with doing it that way, your exhaust gas and everything's still running through there. So I mean, you're more substantial to having carbon build up in your engine and everything. So doing away with it with blocker plates and doing the full delete on it to get it out of there is probably going to be the best bet.
At the end of the day, for sure, my
For
opinion.
sure. Buddy,
Oh, hey guys, what's going on?
what's going on, man, out there in Vegas land?
Yeah, that's right. Hey, long time listener, first time caller.
Second
was-
time caller,
Yeah,
second time
last week
caller.
with us, man. Come on.
Big deals, work. Hey, listen, talk to us a little bit about the difference between stack style nozzle injectors and VCO nozzle injectors, and does Thoroughbred need to offer anything like that? I'll
But-
hang up and listen.
Hold
Great
on, but wait,
question.
we're gonna
Hang
need
on
to
a
know
minute.
what kind of truck you have, though. Oh, he
Oh.
didn't let us go.
Hit it up, brother.
Okay, so you've got the VCO nozzles there, which have been used for years and years and years by a lot of different companies. Whether it be in your LB7s, Common Rails, or any of them there. So now a lot of guys are coming out with a sack style nozzle there, which is a lot more money, but definitely in the long run as far as wear and tear, how that sack style nozzle is going to lay back down in there in kind of a U shape, has less wear and stuff like that. We've upgraded a few guys there on our website that do offer it, as well as S&S diesel and stuff like that. But if you're going to keep a truck and you're wanting to have to put new injectors, or want to, and you want to make a good purchase, but definitely, don't want an injector to fail, within a year, or two, definitely look at going with a sack style nozzle there for that setup. That's going to help you, last a lot longer and have a lot more injector life out of it as well. Anything to touch up on it?
No, you pretty much hit it there. I mean, as far as picking up S&S and everything, I mean, definitely top-notch stuff, not meaning to, down on anybody else, but I mean, as far as having a good quality injector out there that's going to be, out there for the guys, and especially the LB7s that's put injectors in their trucks 2-3 times maybe over a set of like 80,000 miles or something. Switching over to the nozzle, definitely going to be a I don't know, definitely a big upsell for it because, I mean, their injector is going to last for sure.
Lasts a lot longer, and that's what we need to have out in the market anyhow, because you get so many that come back or,
Oh, yeah.
just for no reason. But that in the end with them motor nozzles, but newer and better things to come with them for sure. And
Oh, yeah.
so,
Questions?
yep.
Go.
Okay. This one's from Nathan. He said he just picked up a new 2016 High Country LML, and he set aside, good Lord, $5,000 to spend on upgrades. Do you have suggestions for him?
Just stock truck right now, right?
Yeah.
Nothing
seems
done
like
to it.
brand
Okay.
new.
Brand spanking new. It depends if you're wanting to, I'll say, keep your warranty or not, or if you're wanting to wait until your warranty runs out. That's a big part of it. If you're wanting to wait until your warranty runs out, is yours set up on your truck no footprint if you set it back in stock?
There's nothing. So, yeah, we've had a guy that had EFI Live on there with just the factory emissions tuning, and we had to take it off. He had to go back into the dealer for some work, and didn't have any issue there, so that worked out real good. So I run it on my 14 Duramax as well, and it made a night and day difference as far as throttle response, fuel economy, and power all the way around.
Mm-hmm. And getting back into that, I mean, there's so much stuff that you can do now with the emissions on the truck. I mean, it's not like you have to. It's not like you have to delete the full truck out just in order to go make 500 horsepower because it's come so far from what it used to be. You can slap a programmer on the truck like EFI Live, like what he's talking about, intake, run the emissions on, run a fuel system, and really have a pretty sweet running truck and not have to spend a whole lot of money on it. Unless you're just wanting to get to that, 700, 800, whatever higher horsepower range you're wanting to get at, it'd probably be a good idea to go to it then and delete the full truck out and maybe spend the money. But like I said, again, it totally just depends on where you're at with your warranty and what you're wanting to do. What's up, buddy?
What's up, brother?
No, nothing, man. Just banging it out. What are you doing?
Riding on a tram. We're going to see a Apex right now. How's Colin's show going?
Call-in show's going really well. We've had more call-ins today than Wade probably has all year.
That's a good deal.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give you a little bit of an update on these stuff we've seen.
How's Chris doing?
Chris is doing good. He topped his SEMA cherry this week, so we've got him lined out, and he's learning the ropes.
He hasn't whined like a little baby yet?
Yeah, he whines the whole time, but once he does it after a while, it's kind of like a hum in your engine that you just ignore. You just kind of roll on with it.
I'm not making anything off this caller. We're gonna have to
get a question.
You want a question? I was going to take some updates we found.
Or that too. That's cool too.
Yeah, I was going to say some new stuff we've got. We stopped by Diablo's booth this year, and if you remember Diablo back in the day, 2007-ish, around that time,
Yeah.
Predator was hot with them.
Yeah, I saw something that came out like on Facebook the other day.
Yeah, that's probably me Snapchat.
Yeah, that's what it was.
If you're not following our Snapchat story, I've been doing a whole lot of Snapchats all week, so it's on Facebook. You can jump on there and find the snap code on that. But the V2 on the Predator is it looks pretty sweet. It's very reminiscent of the old one, same look and feel, but the screen is updated, more modern, easier to operate. So that's going to be a real sweet thing. And it's going to be at a price range similar to what the old Predators were. So it's going to be a good buy for those base model tune guys that aren't wanting to do a ton of crazy stuff, just want to get into something for better fuel economy, better performance, that kind of stuff.
Sweet, man.
Probably the next cool thing that we got was jumped over to Bully Dog SCT booth. Of course, a lot of y'all might know that's derived now.
Right.
They have come out with a new BDX for the Bully Dog system. The GTX, which is going to be the same thing, but it's going to be the SCT offering. That's going to be coming out, I want to say, first of the year.
Sweet.
But probably the coolest thing that they announced is they are releasing a performance DPF pipe. Is that the right way?
What?
Performance DPF pipe. So you'll get the pipe, and there will be an option to run or an option to buy the pipe separate as a standalone, or there's going to be an option to buy it with BDX tuning. So there will be a performance DPF system, so that you don't just have to do a delete or go OEM replace it.
Huh, is that going to be for every platform?
Hang on just a second. What platform?
Duramax.
2008 and 2010 Fords are out now.
Okay.
18, and I'm just saying approximate numbers, 18 with tuning and 17 without the tuning. So
Yes.
obviously it's better to buy with the tuning because you get the tuning for $100 right there basically.
Absolutely.
But that's the big thing. They're working on other platforms now, and we'll obviously be having those up on the website and releasing times now. But those are probably the biggest things that I've seen so far. Like I said, we'll be Snapchat stuff and Instagram, Facebook, all the rest of the week. So
We're losing
follow
callers.
us there and stuff. Have fun with the calling show.
All right, see you, brother.
See you, man.
We're probably going to get another phone call. But before we do anything else, we should definitely touch up on Wade. And what's the problem? You know, have you been to the SEMA show? They're taking Chris, and he's one of the fairly newer guys. You know, I mean.
I'm not even going to touch on it, man. I don't even,
You don't want to get him going on it?
I don't even want to get him going on it.
Well, we'll leave him alone.
His
then.
head would blow up out there if I got going on it. I promise.
Okay. Next question was from Jason, and he said, "What does it cost to have your truck tuned with EFI Live on an average at least?" And then he said he has a Black Max. And he liked it, but H&S isn't much help and nowadays. And it's an 0659 intake exhaust, valve springs, head studs, full billet, Suncoast frames, and traction bars.
Okay, so running an 0659, man, especially with H&S being out of the game for so long now, EFI Live has just, it's blown up. I mean, that's just all there is to it. It is blown up. I had an 0659. I truck pulled with it quite a bit. I was running EFI Live through Cummins Tuner, which is now Calibrated Power. And trust me, man, from everything, I mean, you name it. As far as all your can tuners out there, I've ran. Running all your can tuners versus like having a EFI Live file set up for your truck, whether or not you have bigger injection pump, bigger injectors, turbo setup, it is night and day difference. And coming off the track and like trying out one of the can tuners and going to EFI Live, I mean, I was competing with the big guys for sure. But it's night and day difference. The support's always going to be there. Yeah, I mean, if you're wanting to come over to the dark side, absolutely pick up some EFI Live. You know, no matter who it's through, just pick up somebody that's decent at tuning, like your Calibrated Powers, your Gorillas, your Corey Willis, you know, whatever. You got anything else?
That's pretty solid,
good.
man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. One guy's name is Dylan. He said, I was wondering if I do set nozzle, do I have to calibrate the injectors?
Hold on.
Say the question again.
I don't know, y'all better.
I was not paying attention.
Okay, with Dylan.
Hello, Dylan.
What? Wondering. You said no.
Dylan, can we figure out what kind of truck you have, please? And what year?
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, what's up?
No, not a whole lot. What can we do for you?
I was wondering, whatever happened to that really, really smart guy who used to work there? I think his name was Steve.
Steve? Oh my gosh. Steve, man.
Hey, man, what's up?
What are you doing, buddy?
I'm just calling to check in.
Are you out walking the beat right now?
I'm not. I'm off today. I just saw you in your awesome hat sitting there. So
Thank you.
I gave
Thank
you a
you.
call.
Well, that awesome guy named Steve that he's talking about is actually on the phone. It's Officer Charles calling in to check on us. No, we've not done anything bad, I promise.
Well, good deal.
Yeah, I promise, man. Everything's crystal clear here, just running under your sails that you left behind.
That's what I like to hear, man. I'll let you get back to it. I just wanted to tell you I was watching and enjoy every bit of it.
All right, man.
All right.
See
ya.
you, bud. Steve, he's a nice guy.
Steve's good.
He's
Good
a
to
really
hear
nice
from him.
guy. Did
Okay.
Dylan say what his truck was?
No, he did not.
He must have got
Okay.
The next guy we got is Brandon. He said that with a 13 Cummins, it already has dual fuel filters, is aftermarket lift pumps and filters. I don't understand this either.
Okay, he's talking about how the 16 the newer Dodges have got two. We'll touch right.
Here, hit that question.
Okay, so he's talking about
that's
how the
somebody
newer
up
truck's
front.
got two fuel filters, one on the frame, one up on top there too. So still, if you go with like a fast fuel or air dog upgrade, still going to be a lot more efficient than what you're going to get out of your Fleet Guard or any of the other filters you can get local to still run in your system, especially if you've got deleted or any kind of other upgrades with the truck. So to me, yeah, that's what I like to run on my own personal trucks has been the faster air dog. Been a lot better as far as that, as far as filtering, preventing maintenance, trying to get a little bit more miles per gallon, and also getting a little bit more, fuel volume out of it too there to help my supporting mod. So I think that's definitely a good thing. And just don't really like it, never like the Dodge intake lift pump there. Always either fail or give a lot of problems, or you have a lot of issues out of injectors or CP3s.
Boom. I like it.
Okay. This next guy,
Okay.
LB7 has 224,000 miles, and it had one set of injectors back in 2007 with 164,000 miles. Do I have an oddity?
Not really. I don't think so. I mean, going back to the LB7 injectors and fuel quality, like what we talked about last week, they're so I don't know, they're so finicky about the fuel that they take. So on a common rail injector, once the fuel enters it, there is a ball that sits down in the seat, just like that. If that, I can't see me on the screen yet, so I don't really know what that looks like. But there's a ball that sits down in the seat. If the fuel that passes by it has any air, any particulate matter for that matter, that can score that seating that the ball sits in, to allow it to have a high return rate, that'll cause you to have injector issues. So one thing I will say, if you don't have an air dog or a fast on the truck, that would help tremendously as far as trying to save the life of the injectors. And watch the fuel that you get, man. I mean, try to pick up your fuel from a bigger, the truck station, like your, your Shell stations, your big truck march where the big trucks sleep at night.
Just gets a lot of traffic in and out.
Just gets a lot of traffic in and out. But I mean, I feel like the issue on the LB7 injectors really comes down to fuel quality more than anything, most of the time.
And then also whenever changing them out, some guys don't change injector lines or, getting a lot of stuff like that, just because of how expensive they are, and can get a little dirt grind back through that way and can cause, a failure again through the whole system.
Right. All right, question master.
Any other callers today? The anonymous man, we haven't got to pick him up yet, but he's itching.
Yeah. If he calls again, I'll get him. I just feel like it's one of them boys up front.
I really do. Nobody? That's it. Well, I guess we'll go a few more minutes anyhow.
Yeah, we'll go till 45. And then we'll call it quits.
I'm Googling.
What did he say to you again?
Who, Adam?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was telling us to take the phone off D&D. But we were talking to that other guy and he couldn't get through. We're trying to call with SEMA updates. What did Hunter Maines say? Hunter Maines had a question.
Something about what kind of
Footprint gas pedal.
Yes, would you recommend for a 12 valve?
He looks like a guy that would drive a 12 valve. He wanted him to sell his own truck to buy a good one.
Hunter drives a Sten. We should put a footprint gas pedal in the Sten.
Well, beyond this, man, Black Friday's approaching, so we should have some smoking deals again this year on a lot of Black Friday stuff. We're getting dialed in and tuned up for that, so it'll be a long day, but a good day.
Installing a footprint gas pedal on an old 12 valve, what brand would you fellas recommend? Kate said, Hunter, I would recommend doing the brake pedal at the same time. If not, it will throw the balance of your whip all off, man. Your question.
Man, I'd probably have to rock the, well, it just depends on what kind of lady we're dealing with, though,
Oh, I read the one below that. I have a hard choice. What do you need help with? I have 3 choices. Going on a date. I'm trying to see.
I'd feel like if, you're Ricky.
Take the first gen. Definitely.
What'd the next dude say down?
I think that is a lady question.
You think that's a lady question?
Yeah.
What would you rather go out on a date in, Hannah?
Probably the first gen, though.
Exactly.
Oh, no. I like 7.3s.
This is yours. I got the last one.
What's going on?
This is Rob Rumley, and I heard Hunter had some swagger.
Oh, my goodness.
Hunter's got, He say Rob Romley.
Yeah.
Here, hit this one. What's going on?
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Hey, got a couple questions about my Smarty program I ordered from y'all.
All right, bud, go ahead.
I got the, I think it's the SO6 model.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My 2004 Dodge Cummins 5.9. I've been reading on it. I just have got it. I'm trying to figure it out, really. It's got settings 1 to 9, and my highest horsepower is 210 horsepower on my 9 setting on the catcher. So, and it says there's a power on demand option, which from what I'm getting is kind of like on the fly. You just got to have it plugged in while you drive.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
So, and on the Power on Demand, it's got settings from 0 to 99. 99 is your full power. Like if you set your catcher to 210 horsepower, 99 would be 210 horsepower.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what is the math they're doing to, like if I put it on 210 horsepower and I put in 50 on my Power on Demand, the some bitch won't even change gears. It won't pull it back.
I'm not real sure on that why it wouldn't pull it back. Because it doesn't have anything to do with. Wait, are you running automatic or manual?
Automatic.
Automatic. It shouldn't really mess with that at all. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. It might just be that the programmer needs to be updated. As far as running the Power on Demand, I played with it a little bit on my 06. I didn't really care too much for it. I just always backed out and just put it in the catcher and left it undone. But as far as running the Power on Demand and it doing that, I can't really come up with why it would be. You got anything?
Man, every time I've had 03 and 06 Common Rail, I've had the SO6 pod, but it was before they come out with the Power on Demand. So, I always ran this from 0 through 9, so I've never really got to play with it that much or, really get the feel for it. It feels like, it just either does it kind of come in and all at once or, is it...
I mean, I don't understand, like, because last night we was messing with it and I put it on the catcher on number 70, but it wasn't the full power, which I understand it wasn't the full power, but it wasn't like it was, it didn't have power. I don't know, it wasn't like a quarter power or 3/4 of the power, I don't understand how I'm supposed to get it down. Like, if I'm running it on 210, I only run it on 210 if I want to break somebody or haul ass or something.
Mm-hmm.
Normally I run it on 160
Mm-hmm.
or 150. So what number do I have to type in to get it down to that? That's what I'm trying to figure it out.
Well, the on demand is just to kind of handle that tune through, each individual tune. So, if you're going to run the 210, right now, if you've been running all the time, the Power on Demand's really not knocking that back down to justify to put it back in the category of, 150 or 50 for towing.
Right.
You would have to go back in and legitimately go back in. If you're on 9 to go back into, I would say probably 6 to get it back down there to just, just the everyday driving, maybe a little bit better fuel economy and throttle response setting. So every tune, no matter what you go through, is going to have that Power on Demand setting that you can kind of fiddle with or play with. Let us get your number and get back to you on that to kind of figure out, exactly what that is. We want to help you out for sure, man. That's the first time I've had that one that, it's kind of acted up that way. So let me get with one of my guys there that deal with this, and we might be able to give you a better explanation and answer there, one-on-one that we can help you out with for sure, Jacob.
Okay, you got a number for him?
I've got 706-300-0956.
Yes. Are you going to have him call me?
Yeah, we'll give you a shout back.
All right, I appreciate y'all's time.
No
all right,
problem,
man.
brother.
Thank you.
See you.
Have a good one.
You too. Smart, yes. Did he say what your struck was?
We can go back and listen.
Okay. I totally missed that.
Well, I thought it said 05, but hey. Any other comments?
Yes. We have one guy who drives a 6-liter.
Okay.
It's a 2005. He has 58 volt FICM, a CAI, 4-inch straight exhaust, an EGR delete, Banks 6-gun, and it runs awesome. But every once in a while, it wants to lope and smoke when it's cold. What could that be?
Only when it's cold, is what he said.
Yeah.
Is it only doing it when it's cold? Hit back in the comments if it's only doing it when it's cold. And when it warms up, it goes away.
I'm going to move on to another question
Yeah.
while he responds.
Yeah.
Okay. This is from Jessica. She says, "Hey y'all, I have a deleted 2011 LML with a fast S&B intake, MVRP downpipe, Flow Pro exhaust, and tunes by PPEI. She pulls 15 to 20,000 pound horse trailer and an 18,000 pound camper occasionally, but she uses her truck for daily driver, so nothing crazy. I'm having intermittent shifting issues. High rev, then slam into the next gear. No codes, everything seems to be okay. And any upgrades that are suggested that would help the issue."
What year is the truck?
2011.
2011. Do they have trans tuning out for the 11?
Yeah, so like mine comes with trans tuning and stuff. So that'd be my main question to her. is if she's got trans tuning on that truck or not. Because I know if she said PPI, I know a lot of the guys that we've ever, either talked to or dealt with that, thought about going with him or, vice versa. I know that they offer some stuff on there for trans tuning, so it'd be interesting to know if that's what she's got on there yet or not. But, I know that makes a world of a difference. Like my truck, I don't run any trans tuning yet, but I've got the capability to put it on there. But it's not made the shifting any funny or any different, but mine's not deleted yet as well.
And running with the trans tuning, especially running with the engine tunes, like what they've got you set up with, they'll definitely complement one another as far as the transmission pick up better what the engine's putting down. So, I mean, if you don't have trans tuning, I would highly look into getting trans tuning.
She said that she has not done that yet.
Yeah, that'd be the first thing.
Yeah.
I would try to get back a hold of,
Did she say, was it a Dodge? Is that what she said?
Chevy.
Chevy, okay.
So yeah, I'd get a hold back of the guy that you dealt with up there that helped you with the purchase and everything, and talk to him a little bit about what you got going on, and seeing if they can't get you something lined up to where they can get you some trans tunings and stuff. They can get that figured out so you don't have that issue, for sure.
The next question was from Jake, and he wants to know what the best way to stop sticking injectors on a 6-liter is.
As far as the stiction and everything goes on the injectors for the 6 liters, it really comes back down to as far as like your oil quality, where the oil pops those injectors off.
Man, and RevX is pretty big there. A lot of guys on 6 liters use it when reading forums and stuff like that. It's kind of real popular to help, kind of clean the injector, running fuel additive back through it. That just the preventive maintenance, man, all over again is what you got to do to keep, wear and tear off these moving parts or
exactly
fueling parts anyhow.
Did we finish up that guy with the cold 6.0 problems?
No, he was supposed to get back with us
Yeah,
on
he
it.
said
Something.
did it while driving the other day. It was cool. While it was still cool for like 1 second. Drove for another hour. Couldn't get it to do it again.
So once it heated up, it went away.
So I feel like that probably might be a stiction issue as far as the injectors go.
Yeah, but also could run the ICP and stuff like that to see what kind of ratings and stuff that we're getting at that ICP and stuff too.
If you could get it somewhere to a shop that had the Ford IDS software to be able to run it down the road and see what it does, that would probably be your best bet. If you can get it constant to where it's going to do it and have somebody look at it then, that'd probably be what I would tell you to do anyways.
Okay. So this guy, his name is Dylan. He says that he's going through diesel tech, but he wants to go to a school for performance and tuning for diesels, and he wants to know if you guys have any recommendations.
I don't know that there's any schools actually out there as far as
Starlit Diesel. If you're wanting EFI live tuning, now they hold classes every year. I know they had one up, I think in Lima or Lima, Ohio. There you go.
It.
So they do that. I think it's like $600 to $800 for the class. You've got to have a V2 and everything else. So Christmas rolling around the corner, if that's something to look into, you can get some money saved up or try to get one of them. But he's pretty good as far as trying to help you get the foot in the door. I mean, really, man, you can go straight to EFI Live and download the Windows, 7 and something else right to your computer and try to look. I know there's some graphs and stuff online that you can download there and you can kind of play around with. What we've been doing kind of in our downtime as well. But that's going to be the best thing as far as tuning-wise to really help you out. So look at Starlit Diesel there. I know, like I'm saying, you can get on his website and look at some classes and stuff that we've seen that he holds.
I think Fleece does a couple classes too throughout the year.
Yeah.
I know they did last year.